Good evening and welcome to the Wildcats Den here at Hazen Union High School. Your varsity boys in action tonight against the Lake Region Rangers. Opening tip just moments away. Lance Hall with the call for HCTV, channel 1080 on your cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Lance McKenzie on camera, Michael on tech. Here we go. Lake Region controls the tip. Boutan gets it to Hunt inside. Looking at Pogany, Keegan Tartaglio here. Top of the key, back. I believe that's Hunt. Boutan looking to go inside, nothing there. Pogany, back. Quinn. Hands off, Tartaglio. Wants to drive inside, Michaud on him. Nowhere to go, here's the long three-pointer. Doesn't go for Quinn. Underneath, knocked away. Michaud on the inbounds. Looks inside, had Sullivan for a moment, taken away. Player goes down. Gonna have a travel call. Travel call by Stephen Purley. Much to the chagrin of the Lake Region fans. Jamison Lamarre with Tartaglio on him. Looks at Hill and is going to go inside. That pass tipped away. Lake Region on the attack. There's Tartaglio. All right, we got Pogany on the inbounds. Inside, man, wide open was Quinn for a moment. Boutan in. Xander Boutan, he's a sophomore. Puts Lake Region on the board. 2 zips, 6:48 left to go here in the first. Hill, short on that three-point attempt. Rebound, Michaud, back up. Got blocked down by Quinn. They say he hit him on the arm. Going to send Michaud to the line, shooting 2. Well, Michael, you asked about last week's, the other night's game against Randolph, what that meant for us. Dropped us from 1st to 3rd in Division 3.
That's tough.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough loss. Michaud, good on his first one. Randolph back in front now in Division 3 with 4.12 points. Winooski jumped ahead of us, 3.83. Hazen, 3.81. Woodstock now in 4th, 3.72 short on that one. I think we had a violation maybe. Hazen's next game, we got Montpelier on Saturday, Spalding here on Monday. Then they end their season the 26th at U32. So still some tough games. U32's 10-7, Montpelier's 9-7. Not quite the juggernaut that they have been. But turnaround inside off the glass. Noah Quinn makes it 4-1. LaFlamme taken away by Tartaglio. Foot race. Shot in the foul.
Tartaglio's got good play sense.
Yeah.
He's right in the middle.
He is. He's really good. Quick as well. One thing I'm noticing right off, these guys seem to know where our passing lines are going. They're interrupting a lot of passes out here tonight, which normally Hazen, you see him hit those, crisp passes like that. Tartaglio completes the three-pointer the old-fashioned way, and hey, Lake Region's up 7-1 with 6:10 left to go. LaFlamme over here to Hill. They left Hill wide open in the corner. He's short on that one. And Lincoln. Aaron's already barking. Not happy. Lake Region comes in, they're a D2 team, coming with a record of 4-13, but record not indicative of their play right now. Pretty good. Pogany. Missed on that one. Here comes Lamarre. Jamison runs into a double team, back out. And these guys really know where the passes are going right now. Back and forth. Lamarre open for a 3. The pistol. Jamison Lamarre cuts the lead to 3. 5:20 left to go here in the first. Turnover. Sullivan in the corner. Loses it out of bounds. Going to stick with Hazen. Michaud on the inbounds. Gets it back to Hill. Looking inside. I got caught up in Aaron coaching down there. All right, Michaud on the inbounds. 5:11 left to go in the first. Cats trail by 3. Sullivan, Lamar's got that one. Jamison over to Hill. Jamison swings it over. Ethan Gann. Pass inside. Hill passes inside. Sullivan, shot from just inside the foul line, doesn't roll. Up the rebound, Gann doesn't go. Normally Mr. Subtle right in there grabbing those. He got the rebound, just couldn't quite get the shot to go down.
Man, I tell you what, there was not a single pass during that play action that didn't have a Lake Region hand.
Yeah, on it. All right, we got Chase Newell and Noah Foster checking in. Sullivan and Ethan going to come out. Coach Ingles sticking with his starters so far, and why not? Turnaround, Boutin. Boutin draws the foul. Foul called on Foster. Boutin at the line, shooting 2 with 4:31 left in the first. And strong on the first one. And we got Connor Farley checking in, and Jacob Pogany's going to come out. Short on his second. Hill thought about popping to 3. Here's Foster. Lamarre going to take another 3. Doesn't go. Michaud battling around. Gets it back. Foster with it now. Over to Hill. Swinging it around. Newell looking inside for Michaud. Tartaglio comes up with it. Pitches back. Drive. Shot taken by Hunt. Didn't go. All right, here's Foster. Running points. Tartaglio there. Michaud trying to muscle inside. Hill, 3 from the other side. Lincoln Hill, he had 4 of them the other night. There's his first one tonight. Ties things up 7 apiece with 3:35 left here in the first. Quinn back to Farley. Farley gonna call Newell. Chase called on the block. Farley at the line, shooting 2. First one doesn't go. Boutin comes out, and Brody McDonald goes in for Lake Region. Farley lining up for a second foul shot here with 3:25 left to go in the first. Score knotted at 7. Farley rolls in a second shot. Gives Lake Region the 1-point lead. Lamarre open for a 3 in the corner. Jamison, Lamarre, second 3 of the game. Cats up 2. And Coach Ingles is going to take a timeout with 3:07 left to go here in the first. And Cats with a 10-8 lead. Wall-to-wall basketball coming up. Girls will be hosting Montpelier tomorrow night. It's their senior night. Tip-off at 5:30 and 7 for that. And then Saturday, we've got doubleheader basketball. The girls will be hosting Harwood. That's a varsity-only game, standalone at 12:30. But then at 2, when that game concludes, it'll be the boys' JV team playing Montpelier. And then the varsity team will play Montpelier right after JV, or around 3:30ish. So first time ever, doubleheader basketball, same day here. And we'll have both games for you, both the varsity games. And then Monday, the boys will wrap up their home season against Spalding. They go, like I said, they go on the road to U32 on the 26th. Girls playoff seedings will come out Sunday. We're in command of Division III. Probably going to get a bye, and we'll play in the it'll be a quarterfinal game rather than a playdown, I would have to believe. Trying to go inside was Farley, didn't get it. And that game would probably be played in the latter part of next week. Farley called on the foul as first. Here's Foster, back over to Michaud. Foster, inside, Sullivan. Laflamme hesitates. Shot doesn't drop, rebound Farley. Here's Tartaglio. Pitches back. It's Quinn. Back inside, Farley wants to go up. Hill was there with him. Rebound, Lake Region though. Nice hustle by McDonald. Get the shot in the hoop. Nice hustle. Landon Richards checks in for Lake Region, and Noah Quinn coming out. Off on his free throw, rebound, and Lamarre is going to come up with it. Michaud to Hill. Michaud. Morgan. That was a bounce pass into Sullivan. Shot in the foul. Bounce pass with authority right there. Referee Jonathan Ross calling the foul on Jackson Hunt. Sullivan at the line. Doesn't go. 2-point lead for Hazen, 1:58 left to go in the first. 12-10 your score. It's McDonald inside, Farley. Knocked down. I think Foster got a hand on that, but McDonald comes back up with it. Pitches back, Richards inside. Farley back out to McDonald. Wanted to go inside, nothing there. McDonald, short shot, doesn't go. Rebound Foster. Looking up ahead, Michaud led him too far. Led him just a little too far. Here comes Ethan Gann in, and Foster's going to come out. Be Richards on the inbounds. Gets it to Hunt. Far side, that's McDonald. Farley trying to go off the glass, doesn't go. Comes Lamarre. Lamarre, you give him the lane, he's going to take that shot all day long. .50 seconds, Cats up 4. Three-pointer off the back of the rim. Turnaround. Tartaglio inside, Hill on him, makes the pass over. Here's Tartaglio again. Puts up a short shot, goes. Keegan Tartaglio, 5 points. 2-point lead for the Cats. Inside, Laflamme. Into fire, gets it, Sullivan. Uses the body, uses his strength. fights off the defender. 15 seconds left in the first. 4-point lead for the Cats. Pass inside, broken up. Hill's going to come up with that one. Looking to go coast to coast. Nothing. Lamarre with the follow-up. One more time underneath. Jamison, Lamarre. 10 points in the first quarter. A 6-point lead for the Cats. Your score 18-12 after one. You're watching Hazen Wildcat Basketball on HCTV Channel 1080, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. You can check out, read about this game in the next edition of the Howard Gazette, your community-owned newspaper. Catch up on any Hazen sports action you missed on our YouTube page, Games Post next day. Sponsors for tonight, Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, gmtcc.lsd.org. Jumpstart your future. The Village Restaurant, 472-5701, open daily, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Burdock Acres, 274-9237, a locally owned cut flower farm and full-service florist. Find them on the web at www.burdockacres.com. The Hardwick House of Pizza, 472-3380. Calderwood Insurance, www.calderwoodins.com, offering you outstanding service and protection since 1979. The Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, 472-5522. We're proud to support Hazen Athletics. And WGDH, WGDR, Central Vermont Community Radio. Community radio that keeps you locally tuned in. Tune in at 91.1 or 91.7. Or listen live at WGDR.org. Lance McKenzie on camera. Michael on tech. Lance on with the call here. After one, it is 18-12. Hazen. Lake Region got off to a good jump. Had a lead there for a little bit. Hazen kind of stormed back. Got some turnovers, got some hoops. Jamison, Lamarre, Sullivan, LaFlamme. Lincoln Hill with a big three. Misha with a free throw. On the other side, Tartaglia with 5. A bunch of players with 2. They're hanging tough. Lamarre. Jamison, Lamarre. Make it 13 now. Tartaglia to Pogany. Pogany, let's go inside. Back out. Pogany takes a 3 off the side of the rim. Rebound. Hazen's going to come up with it. Double team. Tried to force the pass in there. Booten with it. Pitches back. Here's Tartaglia. Wants to go inside. Switches up to the left hand. What a move. Couldn't get the shot to fall, but that was a move. Sullivan wants that one back because he could have had that and he had a clear shot at a layup. Tartaglia with Michaud on him. Sent over to Booten. Back to Tartaglia. Pogany. Tartaglia passes over corner, wide open for a 3. Off the side of the rim. Almost went in, circus shot. Follow up though by Quinn. LaFlamme, Lamarre. Lamarre. 4 3-pointers here in the first half so far. He is a Porsche with no brakes right now. Unstoppable, as the song says. Back out. Booten. Michaud on him. Trying to get it inside to Quinn. Body's on the floor. Michaud comes up with it. Here comes Hill on the far side. Pass inside. They read that all the way. Here's Tartaglia. Lamarre might catch him. No. Tartaglio super quick. 7 points for Tartaglio. Lamarre. Jordan-esque out there tonight. This is like the game where Michael Jordan hit all the threes against the Trailblazers. I think that was, if I remember right, that was back in 1990, where he just went off with a bunch of threes. Gonna have a foul called. Foul called on Gann. That's gonna send, who is this at the line? I can only see one number. First shot good. That is Ryan Tabor. First shot is good. Foster and Gann out for Hazen. 27-17 your score right now. Hazen exploded courtesy of those threes by Jamison Lamarre, the pistol, hot from outside tonight. Tabor, good on them both. .5:20 left to go here in the first half. Cats up 27-18. Hill open for a three. Lincoln Hill, his second three. Cats using the three ball. And Coach Ingles wants to take a timeout with 5:03 left to go in the first half. Cats have jumped out to a 30-18 lead. Let's see. Anthony Frank Iomi Jr.'s birthday today, born in 1948.
Anthony Frank Iomi Jr.?
Yep.
Does Anthony have a stage name?
Tony Iommi.
Tony Iommi.
Black Sabbath.
Yeah, there you go, okay.
Revolutionized heavy metal guitar.
See, you throw me off when you give me their
real names.
Their government names.
And I'll tell you, you talk about how turning things misfortune into not misfortune, I guess is the word. He was getting ready to quit his job. He worked like a sheet metal factory, and he was going to leave at lunchtime and not go back. And his mom said, "No, go back and finish the day." He was in an accident, lost the tips of his fingers on his playing hand. Came up with the metal things that he put on and down-tuned his guitar and gave birth to the heavy metal sound. So, triumph out of adversity, I guess, is the thing you want to look at there.
Neil Peart's the same way, right?
Not that I know.
No, I'm thinking it's another drummer.
Oh, Rick Allen.
Rick Allen.
From Def Leppard, lost his arm in a car accident. Came back and plays,
No, Neil Peart's Rush.
That was Xander Booten. 4 points for Booten. I know Xander, he works with me at CNC Supermarket. Nice kid. Real nice kid. Lake Region, trying to, nice save. Nice save. Wow, I didn't see that one. Tartaglio's just all over the place. The kid, he's like the Tasmanian devil out there. I mean, you see him whirling around, you know? There's an NBA three off the back of the rim. Rebound Lamarre on that one. Lamar's going to take a three. Why not? He's been red hot. Going to miss on that one, though. I don't think he's missed many, though. I think that might be his first miss from three-point land. All right. Lake Region trying to cut inside. Turnaround, spin. Bhutan. Six points now for Xander Bhutan. Lake Region. It's cut the lead down to 8. Quinn wants to go inside. Sullivan on him. Travel. Travel called, says referee Mark Newton. Long pass over. That was a rainbow. Booting back, here's Hunt. He's a sophomore against the freshman with Noah Foster. We're looking for Tartaglio. Tartaglio zigged when Hunt was looking for him to zag on that one. 2:51 left to go in the first half. Cats up 8. Lamarre, no look pass to Sullivan. Left Hill open in the corner again. Lincoln Hill, that's a sweet spot. 3 threes for Lincoln Hill now. And an 11-point lead for your Hazen Union Wildcats. Pass inside. Great move by Quinn to get there, but couldn't get the shot he wanted. Here's Sullivan surrounded by blue jerseys. Somehow gets it to Michaud. Sullivan back. Tartaglio on him. Gets it back. Here's Hill. Tartaglio, quick hands. Hill comes up with it. Here's Foster. Lamarre off on that one. Comes Tartaglio, pass over. Booten blocked down by Hill. Lamarre comes back up with it. Quinn tries to get a hand on it. Lamarre inside hanging the way he does. Jamison Lamarre, he is having a first half. I'd add up his points, but if I look down, I'm going to miss another basket. Booten inside. Tartaglio tries to reverse, doesn't go. Lamarre loses it. Lake Region back up. Hunt tries the alley-oop to Booten. Booten gets it. Xander Booten with 8 points. He's a sophomore. Travel called. 1:04 left. Connor Farley checks in, and that is Pogany that comes out. Brody McDonald goes in. Booten's going to come out with 1:04 left. I tell you, every time we kind of open up a lead, these guys kind of claw back in it. This Hunt. Hill strips him of that one. Hill takes a look back up off the glass. Lincoln Hill can make layups too. 45 seconds left the first half. This is McDonald trying to go inside to Quinn. McDonald double team. Shot taken from the side of the foul line. Farley. (37-26). 22 seconds. Michaud inside. And a foul on the floor before the shot. Foul called on Hunt as Morgan was going around him. So the Cats will inbound underneath their own hoop with 15.6 left on the clock. And an 11-point lead. 5 seconds. Defense held him up. So now Lake Region with a chance to put another hoop on the board here. 9 seconds. Tartaglio, long three off the rim, rebound. Hazen, 4 seconds. Lamarre's going to have to throw one up from half court, which he does. That's not going to go. And at the end of the first half, it is your Hazen Wildcats leading by a score of 37-26 over a game Lake Region team out here. I don't think these guys are playing good. Let's see, you are watching Hazen Wildcat Basketball on HCTV Channel 1080 on your cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Our sponsors tonight, Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, gmtcc.lsd.org, Jumpstart Your Future. The Village Restaurant, 472-5701, open daily, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Burdock Acres, 274-9237, a locally owned cut flower farm and full-service florist. Find them on the web at www.burdockacres.com. The Hardwick House of Pizza, 472-3380. Calderwood Insurance, www.calderwoodins.com, offering you outstanding service and protection since 1979. The Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, 472-5522. We're proud to support Hazen Athletics. And WGDH, WGDR, Central Vermont Community Radio that keeps you locally tuned in. Tune in at 91.1 or 91.7 or listen live at WGDR.org. Lance Hall with the call, Michael on tech, Lance McKenzie on camera. We'll be back at the start of the second half. Farley with 3, Boutian with 8, Tabor with 2, and Quinn with 4, all unofficial. For Hazen, Jamison Lamarre 21, Sullivan with 4, Morgan with 1, and Lincoln Hill with 11. A lot of threes. Jamison has hit 5, Lincoln's hit 3. Threes in the first half. So, and like I said there towards the tail end of the first half, it seems like every time we open up a lead on these guys, they kind of find a way to sort of get themselves back into the game. So I think Hazen's going to have to stay on it if we're going to come out of this tonight with a W. Looking to get back on track after losing to Randolph Tuesday night. That was a tough loss. Turnaround inside, doesn't go. Underneath, blue ball. Bunch of hands in there. It was Quinn on the turnaround miss. I may have redone. I'm going to have to redo Jamison's points. Maybe I think I might have added wrong. There was a lot of threes in there. All right, here's Booten. Quinn. Or no, that's Pogany. Sorry. Hunt. Pass to Sullivan Laflamme. Michaud. Hill. Lamarre catches it, gets it back. Sullivan, here's Hill, long 3. Off the rim, rebound Tartaglio. Pogany back inside to Tartaglio. Michaud all over him. Back outside. Pogany tipped away by Hill. Booten comes up with it. Booten wants to drive inside. He was trying to bounce it off of Sullivan to have it go out of bounds, but didn't work. Lamarre. Hill back to Lamarre. Going to take another 3. Jamison off the rim on that one. And foul called. 15, 2, 4, 6, 8. $23 points unofficial for Lamarre in the first half. Hazen on the inbounds. 1 minute into the third quarter. No scoring done yet on either side. Inside, Michaud doesn't go, rebound. Quinn on that rebound. Comes Tartaglio. Back, Quinn. Off, rebound, Booten. Booten, back up. Can't get it to drop. Lamarre comes up with this one. Jamison. Short jumper. Jamison. Lamarre the pistol. Showing us the inside moves now. 5 3-pointers in the first half. Here's Booten. Back to Tartaglio. Pogany. His first points of the game. It's a junior. Lamarre off the glass. Shot and the foul for Jamison Lamarre. Foul called on Hunt for the block. Jamison will go to the line, looking to complete the 3-point play. Rattles in. $28 points now for Jamison Lamarre. Foul called on Quinn. And Hunt comes out and McDonald goes in. Cats inbound. Lamarre collects his own rebound, looks back. Dangerous pass. Sullivan ends up coming down with it. Just like they drew it up. Michaud inside. Pagani Tartaglio short on that one. Gets his own rebound, turns back around. Keegan Tartaglio. Lamarre comes up short. Foul called on Jamison going over the back on that one. Quinn out, Farley goes in for Lake Region. Tartaglio to McDonald. Trying to go inside, that's Farley back out. Tartaglio thought about taking the three, traveled. Picked up his feet, shoveled his feet. He'd have been okay, I think, if he'd have let it fly. When he pulled it back down, that's what got him in trouble. 3:36 left to go here in the third. Cats up 44-30. Lamarre. Jamison. Lamarre. 30 points, unofficial, for Jamison Lamarre. Booten. Xander Booten with 10 points. Now for the Rangers. Lamarre, another short shot, doesn't go. Rebound Gann. Back out Hill. Gonna go inside, dishes underneath. Gann not there, Lamarre. Up, we're gonna have a foul call. Just who's it gonna be on? Foul called on Pagani. His second. Sends Lamarre to the line, shooting 2. Landon Richards checks in for Lake Region. And Tabor getting ready to check in. Jamison. Good on that one, 47-32. 2:55 left to go here in the third. Lamarre got in front of that one. Tabor got it back. McDonald to Booten. Tabor. McDonald. Lamarre on him. Gets it in. There's Farley. Back to Booten. McDonald, here's Booten, gonna try a three. Doesn't get the roll. Or actually, I think that was McDonald tried the three because that was Booten that got the rebound. Fighting for it inside, and they ring up Jamison for a second foul. Noah Foster comes in. Michaud's going to come out. Tabor on the inbound, stack play. Gets it back to McDonald. In and out on the 3. For Richards. Lamarre draws the foul. Foul called on Richards. Jamison at the line, shooting 2. A little bit of a slow pace here to the 3rd after a rather frantic first half. Played at a frenetic pace. Lamarre. Good on his first free throw. .32 points unofficial right now for Jamison Lamarre. Make it 33. All right, here's Booten. Sullivan on him. Booten looking to get it somewhere. Tabor swings it over to Richards. McDonald. Back to Tabor. Jamison got called on the hold on that one. Had him in kind of a reverse bear hug out there anyways. Chase Newell checks in. Ethan Gann's going to come out. Michaud's going to come in. And Jamison's going to come out. Tartaglio back in. Booten out. Some mass substitutions here for everybody. 1:39 left to go in the 3rd. Cats up 49-32. There's McDonald. He's looking to go inside, surrounded by white jerseys. Gets it back. 3-pointer. Taken by Farley. Doubles his points right there up to 6. Here's Foster. With McDonald on him. Foster. They're going to call a foul. Foul on McDonald. It's going to send Foster to the line. Mark Newton with the call on that. Once again, our referees tonight, Mark Newton, Jonathan Ross, and Stephen Purley. Donning the stripes for us here. Foster. His first points of the game with 1:10 left. 15-point lead currently for the Cats. Make it 16. Here's Lake Region. Tartaglio. Open for a 3. Doesn't go. That was Tabor with a hustle on the other side to get that rebound, but he stepped on the line. Lake Region's going to press. Cats will run their press break.
Watch him on this side, Landon, on this side.
Here's LaFlamme, over to Foster, over to Hill. Simultaneous whistles. Ingles wants to travel on Hill. They're going to call a foul on Farley. Ingles is not happy. Hill at the line, shooting 2. His first points in the second half. 12 points on the night currently for Lincoln Hill. .13. Up ahead, there's Richards, gets it over to Farley. Back here, there's Tabor. Looks inside, back out. Short shot. Gonna have a jump ball. Possession arrow will give the ball to the Cats. Back to Foster. Newell. He had a line there for a layup for a second, but his defense is pretty quick. Richards is pretty quick. Pulls it back. 17 seconds left in the quarter. LaFlamme over Hill. Open for the three in the corner. Off the rim. Rebound Michaud. 4 seconds trying to go back up. Battling. Lake Region takes it away. No call. And at the end of three, Hazen 53, Lake Region 35. Still spirited action out here tonight at the Wildcats Den, where you are watching on ACTV Channel 1080, streaming worldwide and archived at www.actv.us. You can read about this game in the next edition of the Hardwick Gazette, your community-owned newspaper. Catch up on any Hazen sports action you missed on our YouTube page. Games post next day. Our sponsors tonight, Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, gmtcc.lsd.org. Jumpstart your future. The Village Restaurant, 472-5701, open daily, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Burdock Acres, 274-9237, a locally owned cut flower farm and full-service florist. Find them on the web at www.burdockacres.com. The Hardwick House of Pizza, 472-3380. Calderwood Insurance, www.calderwoodinns.com, offering you outs, keeps you locally tuned in. The Den tonight on a busy week of basketball. Girls game tomorrow night against Montpelier. Tip-off at 5:30 and 7. Doubleheader action on Saturday. Girls will be tipping off at 12:30. A standalone varsity game against Harwood. Boys JV will tip at 2. And then after that game, around 3:30 or so, the boys varsity will host Montpelier. Both those games make-ups from games that were supposed to be scheduled. Michaud. Girls game was going to be like Wednesday night, and the Montpelier game was like last week, I think, when it got canceled or postponed because of the storm. I think it was last Tuesday. Here's Tartaglio. Cats up 20 with 7:28 left to go in the game. And Coach Ingles going to take a timeout here with 7:20 left to go in the game. Also celebrating birthdays. Let's see. Smokey Robinson's birthday today. Seal. I should have looked up his name. Seal's birthday. Let's see. Cherry Coke came out on this day in 1985.
All right.
In 1968, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood debuted.
Fantastic.
In 1977, Manfred Mann had the #1 song in the land with Blinded by the Light. You know the artist that did that originally?
No, I don't think so.
You don't know who did that?
I'm.
Who wrote it and performed it originally? Manfred Mann had the hit. The Boss. Lance McKenzie, our cameraman.
Really?
Springsteen wrote
it
and had it on one of his early albums. Didn't have a hit with it. Manfred Mann took it.
Boy, Springsteen, what a flop, man.
And sadly, on this day in 1980, we lost Bon Scott.
Yeah.
Lead singer of AC/DC.
I'm surprised you didn't look up Seal's government name.
I'm going to have to check it out. International Tug of War Day, Iwo Jima Day, National Boston Terrier Day, National Chocolate Mint Day, and the Great American Spit Out Day, where we encourage you to give up smokeless tobacco.
Okay.
Something I never took up.
Andes or York?
Ooh. Is there a wrong answer?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go Andes.
Yeah, that's the right one.
That's the right one?
That's the right one.
Nothing disparaging on York. York is York. You can't go wrong with York. But yeah, I like the Andes. And we'll try and get, if we get another timeout, we will look up Seal's real name. There is a fascinating foul called. And it's going to be Lake Region on the inbounds. I don't know if you remember back on MTV, they used to have, back when MTV played, music and stuff, they used to have a show called Storytellers, where they would have the artist come on and do a song and tell the story behind the song or behind the lyric. They had one with Springsteen, and he did Blinded by the Light, and he basically took it line by line and told the inspiration from it. And it's a great, I'm sure it's on YouTube.
I think a lot of that program turned into Unplugged.
Yeah. But if you get a chance to look it up, it's, Springsteen, when he wrote songs, it was, one of his favorite things to do would be to go down the boardwalk, you know, and on the beach down there, and just look at couples and make up stories about them. And you know, the song it's basically an autobiographical song of people that he knew growing up. Hill for 3. Here's Hunt. Booten. Xander. Tries to go up. Lamarre with him. Blocked down. Out of bounds. They're going to say Lamarre stepped on the line. It's going to stick with Lake Region ball. Underneath their own hoop. Pogny on the inbounds. They're going to go. Pitches back. That's Hunt chasing it down. Hunt with Foster on him. Pogny. Over to Hunt. Hunt. Tartaglio. All right, they call Lincoln Hill on a hold. So Gann's going to come in, Sullivan out. Once again, tomorrow night, also the girls' senior night. Boys' senior night will be Monday against Spalding. So we'll celebrate our seniors, the senior girls tomorrow night, and the senior boys on Monday night. To get ready for the playoffs next week. Tartaglio couldn't get it to go. Lamarre, who was red hot in the first half, gone a little cold from three-point land, but he can play inside too. That's where he's got a lot of points here in the second half. I tell you, I think something highly entertaining to watch would be Keegan Tartaglio taking on Jamison Lamarre in either a game of one-on-one or a game of horse. The way these two guys play out here. I think that'd be entertaining.
All right, Seal's real name.
Yes.
And I'm going to take this one, Lance, and you're going to thank me.
All right.
Henry Olusegun Adeola Samuel.
Okay. Wow. All right, here comes Lamarre. Goes down. Foul called on Pogny. He's going to come out. Farley's going to go in. Booten out. I think Quinn back in right now for Lake Region. I'm glad they shortened that down to Seal.
I think he actually appended Seal to the front of his full name.
Okay. Nice pass, nice move. Pogny off the pass from Tartaglio. Lamarre. Foster trying to get that one to Lamarre. Instead throws it in the crowd on the far side. Comes Chase Newell. 4:21 left to go in the game. Things getting a little heated out here. Yeah. Some of the stuff.
This is good basketball.
Yeah, I've been highly entertained. I mean, Lake Region's a young team. Sophomore, you know, they got a lot of sophomores and juniors. I think next year they're going to be a formidable opponent. Turnaround inside, short. That one taken by Farley. They certainly know how to disrupt the passing lanes, at least against us. Like they did right there. Up Tartaglio, shot and a foul. Keegan will be a senior next year. He'll go to the line, complete the three-point play. 3:53 left. 58-39 your score. Sullivan and Noah out. Off on his free throw. 11 points right now for Tartaglio in this game. Open in the corner for the three. Lincoln Hill off the rim. Sullivan with the rebound. Back up underneath. Gonna go to the line. Foul called on Jacob Pogany. That's his fourth. With 3:42 left to go in the game. LaFlamme, his first points of the second half, but Sully does a lot of the work cleaning up the boards, passing, rebounds, disrupting defense. Second free throw drops. 6 points for Sullivan. Gann drew the charge against Quinn. Like I said, I call him Mr. Subtle. Ethan just goes and does all those subtle things. Couple of Let's Go Wildcats mentions in the chat tonight. Michaud short on that one. Here's Hunt. Tartaglio. Back to Hunt. Gets it over to Booten. Booten trying to go inside. Runs into Morgan Michaud. Draws a foul. And Xander Booten's going to go to the line and shoot two.
Lance, do you think it's hard to call games with this Lake Region fan mean mugging you all the time? Right in front of you?
I like it. I like it. It's been entertaining. That's some great stuff right there. Foul called on Hunt. Both teams in the bonus now, so any more fouls, both be shooting two. I miss the days when they took away the 1-and-1. You know, when you had it used to be you got a certain number of fouls, you shot 1-and-1. Then when you got to X number of fouls, then you got to two. I thought it encouraged foul shooting to become a better foul shooter. It kind of took the 1-and-1 away. Sullivan good on his second one. Mason Harvey getting ready to check in for Lake Regions. That pass goes into the stands. .247 left to go in the game. Richards comes in and Farley comes out. Farley had a good game, 6 points. Played tough. Like I said, I think next year, this Lake Region team is going to be tough. It'll be real tough. Travel called on Foster. I did talk to Coach Hill before the game too, Michael, to get the point system down. Points is basically home or away or the size of the school. Like for us, winning at home with them, with Lake Region being a D2 school, gets us an extra point. You know, if we win up there, you get an extra point. If you lose, margin of victory is not, unfortunately, it's not college football, so margin of victory doesn't really matter. It's all boils down to size of school and home or away. And that's where Randolph picked up the points on us the other night. Granted, we're both in Division III, but with a win up here on the road, got them an extra point. Referees holding counsel out here. It's going to be Lake Region ball with 2:07 left to go in the game. Long three-pointer, almost dropped. Here comes Sullivan. Over to Foster. Foul called on Booten on the push. Foster down. He's going to come back up. Noah's a tough kid. Lucian Yurkevich. Dawson Misho getting ready to check in for Hazen. And Ingles is basically emptying his bench down here in front of us. Let's see who goes in. As Foster gets his first free throw. All right, 21, 3, and 14. We got Tabor, McDonald, and Burdick going in for Lake Region. Foster, 4 points, all from the line. Foster's going to come out. Yurkevich in along with Dawson Michaud. All right, here's McDonald. Inside, throws up a shot, doesn't go. Rebound, Yurkevich gets it up to Sullivan. Sullivan pitches over, Michaud. Back out, Yurkevich. Sullivan looking to feed a pass through to Gann. Broken up by Lake Region. Three-pointer, if it goes by Richards, doesn't go. Rebound Hazen, 55 seconds left to go in the game. So the Cats will push their record to 13-4. Lake Region will drop to 4-14. Inside, nice pass inside. Ethan just couldn't get it to go. He did some stuff in there tonight. Couldn't get his layups to go. Couldn't get anything off the glass. No luck there. He'll be back. Mr. Subtle. Foul called on Dawson Michaud. 21.6 left, and that's going to send Richards. No, not Richards. That's Tabor. Tabor to the line. Shooting two. Off on the first one.
Oh, we do all the time. Somebody fell short a little bit.
Off on that one as well. Getting a little flack from the hometown fans up here. Needs a little practice. 13 seconds. Yurkevich doesn't go.
All the way!
Tabor trying to go over to Richards, knocked away by Newell.
I love it when one team could burn clock and they choose not to.
Yeah. Yep. 4.2 left. Pass in, Harvey making his move is Tabor. And that will end your ball game. Cats are going to come out of this with a 63-39 win, righting the ship a little bit after that tough loss there to Randolph. Once again, pushing their record to 13-4, drops like region to 4-14. This has been Lance Hall with the call for HCTV Channel 1080 on your cable dial. Lance McKenzie on camera, Michael on tech. We'll be back tomorrow night when the girls will be hosting